when the World Cup begins with 10 African nations, then to the group stage, we have 9 of the 10 African teams qualified. We were so happy. We Africans were so happy thinking about the significance increase, the significant progress made by the African teams. With the elimination of Senegal yesterday to Belgium, we might only have 1 or at most 2 of African nations entering the round of 16. Is this really a progress? Because in the initial format of the World Cup, we moved from the group stage to the round of 16, where we only have maybe only 1 or 2 African nations advancing. So in this year's World Cup, we've noticed the rise and also the massive fall of African teams. Because how do we move from having 9 teams in the knockout stage and only 1 or 2 of them progressing to the next stage? And this leaves Morocco as the only African nation that has the chance to do something special in this year's edition. Because I don't care about the other African nation that that proceeds to the next round. I don't think they have the courage, or I don't think they have the belief in them thinking they can win the World Cup. And this has been a problem of African nations coming into the World Cup. African nations come to the World Cup to participate and not to win the World Cup. And Morocco, on the other hand, they have the self-belief in them and feel they can win the World Cup. If you ask Morocco players or the national teams generally, they have this belief they can win the World Cup. And in other way around, the remaining 9 African nations that comes to this World Cup, they only came here to participate. The only nation I see proceeding to the next stage after Morocco is Egypt. Let's say they beat Australia and their next game will be against Argentina. I don't see any way they can defeat Argentina. So what we can do as African is just to rally around Morocco. They play the best brand of football in Africa. So the only thing we can do is to rally around them and support them and see where they can reach. Well, for me, I see them reaching the semi-final stage of the World Cup again. And possibly, with the way they are playing now, which is better than the last, they can reach the final. They can do the impossible. So that is it. What do you think? And I will see you in the next video.